Well, if you hear this, then you're listening to the first show that I'm actually back at for your nerd side. Yeah, I'm actually back. I had Bell's palsy. Got it back in late January. So if I sound a little sluggish, I apologize. It'll come back. We're here for the 2024 Disneyland After Dark Star Wars Night from Disneyland. Thank you, sponsor Disney, for letting us come back here. Also, Amazon and Netflix. Yeah, thank you so much. AMV will be joining the show a little bit later on. She's flying in a little later. I came a day earlier, stayed at a hotel. Super producer Ross, who's putting everything together, is getting all activities for me to do today until she gets on a little earlier. Now, what I understand is, I'm looking at the notes over here. After Dark doesn't start till later. We got to pick up some laminates and all that stuff. We'll talk about it. Let's fool around Disneyland a little bit and hear some of the festivities. Let's go to our first ride, your nerd side, live from Disneyland for May the 4th. Let's start it.
Welcome to Comic-Con,
where once a year, sci-fi buffs take their lips off the barrel of a loaded gun and spend half a day adjusting their eyes to sunlight.
You want to see a comic book with pregnant zombie nuns?
You psychotic nerd!
Dude, what a bunch of freaking nerdos.
Can't you see I'm white and nerdy? Look at me, I'm white and nerdy.
I'm a nerd too.
Your personality needs some work.
You're not part of the popular clique.
But I was kind of a lonely nerd in high school. I started a quilt. I did yoga twice a week. I wore flip-flops in public.
I like to roll with the gangsters. Although it's apparent I'm too white and nerdy. I'm just too white and nerdy. I'm just too white and nerdy. Look at me, I'm white and nerdy.
You're a nerd.
So my question is, you got us on. I'm here with Ross, who put the whole trip together for us for May the 4th. I appreciate it. Why are we on the Pirates Caribbean? Because this has nothing to do with May the 4th.
The line is short. 5 minutes.
All right. So coming up, we're here during the day right now because, to let you guys know, the festivities for May the 4th does not start until like about, what time does it start?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock, they officially shut down the whole park, and it's the celebration for May the 4th. So now we're just going to be doing all the other rides from, we're going to go over the edge right now? Oh, God. I'm going over it. Pirates. Oh, Jesus. So we're going to do all the rides and knock them out. Pirates Caribbean, Indiana Jones, everything else. Later on the show, we're going to talk about Blue Milk, how we can't find it. Someone's getting married for May the 4th. And we're going to cover all the events that's happening at Disneyland for May the 4th to be with you. We'll check in later on while we go on Pirates Caribbean. So we just got off Pirates of the Caribbean, upstairs, outside, next to Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion's closed right now because they're still refurbishing it, getting it ready for a new gift shop and expansions. Up the hill, I'm looking up there, Tatiana's Bayou Ride, which was Splash Mountain, still closed, won't be open this summer, and they say it's going to look fantastic. We'll see you get your tickets for that, guys. Since we got off Pirates of the Caribbean, there's some rumors dominating. The picture was Johnny Depp's potential return, but they scrapped that and said Johnny Depp's not coming back to the new Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Looks like producer Jerry Beckheimer spoke candidly about the plans to keep the Pirates series rolling, but doing so, it doesn't really rely on Johnny Depp because they say they are rebooting the whole thing. So that's how it works. Rebooting the franchise. Oh, is it time now? Yeah. All right, we got to go. We're going to be talking to you next. I'll try to. In Indiana Jones, it just gets so loud. And then we'll be fooling around. And then we're going to go get our credentials in a little bit for May the 4th. Now, if you want to come out for a Season of the Force, it is still happening to June 6th. You got some time. Just because we're May 4th, there are different select dates where you can come out here and celebrate Star Wars Night. It doesn't have to be on May the 4th. There's different nights. I'll give you all the full list of dates. And I'm going to give you more stuff so you can celebrate it commonly, well, the way you want to for May the 4th at home and maybe drink some blue milk. I got all the details coming up. Let's go to Indiana Jones. So now we're on Indiana Jones, which has nothing to do with May the 4th. I have no idea what the hell Rossi's doing. How does Indiana Jones have anything to do? Whoa! I couldn't stand it's Lucasfilm. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the Indiana Jones ride, getting ready for the May the 4th that's happening tonight. Festivities don't start 8 o'clock, so we have full run of the park and all the rides. There are no lines. All right, let's just keep going. We're at Disneyland for May the 4th, and it's just, whoa! Indiana Jones' hat is backwards. You notice that? So where the big boulder walks in, Indiana Jones' hat's backwards. Ever since they repaired them, they put it on backwards. Did you notice that? Yeah. That's Indiana Jones ride. We'll see what we're coming up next. We got some May the 4th stuff to talk about. This whole cruise goes crazy. We just got off the Indiana Jones ride. Fantastic. I'm Fonseca. We are live from Disneyland. We are actually in front of Pirates of the Caribbean right now, walking up the hill. We're going to go check out the Haunted Mansion in a second. And all my recording equipment is portable. I have portable recording equipment in me. Later on, we're going to go sit down in front of Galaxy's Edge, see what we can take in, look around, talk about the things happening there. I am having so much fun. I've already been on 5 rides so far. Yes, you haven't heard all of them, but I want to enjoy some of them. Real fast, I got emails because we got off of Indiana Jones, and I've had this for a while. It's, let me read this. Hold on. Let me see here. Thanks. It goes, Fonseca, any word on the new Indiana Jones game coming out soon? Well, the official game reveal trailer, Indiana Jones of the Great Circle, the initial trailer, Indiana Jones, introduces Indy, who would expect find himself neck deep in trouble, literally. It's like every movie, right? But the trailer's kind of vague on details. Now, the developer commentary from Developer Directly event, there was show filled on the basics of the game plot. Says we're going to be going on. You ready for this? He goes, it'll take place between the films Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade, after realizing a seemingly unimportant artifact was stolen, and he would go forward for answers as to why. This promises to lead him into a great mystery and conspiracy that will unravel throughout the course of the game. While that's the bulk of what we know now, we do know that Nazis will be involved, and it will be up to us to stop whatever they're planning. That's all we got. Release date, they have not released that yet. But so far, we got everything you need to know about it, all right? Let me know anything else. We're going to take a break for a few minutes. We're going to come back. Yes, everything's being pre-recorded, and I have Ross loading it up. We're going to be talking about a burlesque show that is going to launch today. It's launching today. And some Crocs I tried to get here, and they were not here. Well, one was, but not the other. And then how you can make money with Star Wars. Oh, there's a lot more coming up. Your nerd side from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge for, you ready for this? Star Wars Night. Yes, at Disneyland. And May the 4th be with you.
Hi, this is Samantha Newark, the original voice of Jem and Jerrica Benton from your 80s cartoon Jem and the Holograms, and you're listening to Your Nerd Side.
So, preparing for May the 4th, we took some phone calls that I thought we used, and I thought it was amazing. Yeah, for Your Nerd Side, I thought this would be awesome. Star Wars Day, i.e. May the 4th, be with you. It's today. And we asked the question, you were dated a Star Wars fanboy or fangirl, which I am. If so, what happened? How obsessed were they? And did they have Star Wars bed sheets, Star Wars underwear, toys? I got to tell you, scale 1 to 10, I have all the above, if that makes any sense. What do you got for me?
Not dated, but did go on a date with them. The minute he asked if I'd ever seen them, and I said no, the date ended pretty quickly because he had told me that he couldn't date somebody who had never seen Star Wars.
Sounds sensible.
And he had because it was a blind date. A friend set me up with him. And before we even went on the date, she warned me of how big of a Star Wars fan he was. But he had multiple tattoos that represented something within the universe, and he had the Lego set in his room, and he was a big Star Wars fan.
So you guys had dinner. What happened after dinner?
It lasted for the dinner, and that was about it. We were supposed to hang out afterwards. It did not happen. Because I'd never seen the movies.
So did you kind of get a feeling during the date this was going to happen?
So halfway through, I knew that this wasn't going to end with more than just that dinner. And I even tried to pay for my meal.
Okay.
Because I knew it wasn't going to work out. But even after everything, he still paid. He was a great gentleman. He was really nice. And we talked for a while as friends. But we were only friendly for a couple more months before we stopped talking even then, because it just wasn't a connection for friendship either.
Okay. All right. Put it on hold. I got to tell you, my whole studio, and if you guys don't know it, I'll follow me social. Whole studio is Star Wars. Han Solo, Carbonite, you name it. All right. What do you got? What do you got for me?
In the closet, there is the original 1979 Millennium Falcon.
I love him.
We have an X-Wing fighter. We have the trash compactor. We have the Vader case with all the little characters in it. He's got the whole stash.
Oh, my God. Now, these are yours, I'm assuming.
I mean, I played with them as a kid. My son has played with them now, so it's been passed on from generation to generation, and I love Star Wars. I'm a big Disney fan. He's dressed up as Vader for one of our kickball events, so that was pretty neat.
Dude, you're a keeper. You are a keeper. So, do you
He did have the Star Wars bed sheets for quite a long time. Those were very difficult to get off for a while.
Oh, I understand.
And then, as of right now, we're pretty much all caught up on all of the movies, the TV series. My celebrity crush is actually Ewan McGregor, who plays Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Hello there.
So that just works out for me on my end. And we're actually planning to go to Disney in November as a family, and we're going to go and hang out at Galaxy's Edge, where they have the life-size Millennium Falcon.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. All right, we're going to use this during the show. Let's go back to Disneyland with myself. Was this a good calls or what? I got to tell you guys, first off, before we get back, in my studio where I'm sitting right now, and we're going to go back to Disneyland. I know we are. I'm looking to the left of me in my studio, Han Solo and Carbonite, full one. Hanging above in front of me, all the helmets for Star Wars. Back of me, toys, original 71. I got toys everywhere. And if you came to my studio, and I got the original video game in my studio with Tron, because I like Tron, statues everywhere. Star Wars is a big thing. And yes, you guys do know I work with Disney a lot and do stuff. And I originally worked with Lucasfilm. It's a dream. It's a passion of mine ever since I was a little kid. As my Uncle Frankie pushed me, always said, do what you want to do. And if you do what you love to do, you'll never work a day in your life. And I haven't worked a day in my life. Look at this. We're going to go back to Disneyland again. We're not working a day in our life, right? Let's go back. Well, yeah, it's amazing. We are back at Disneyland for Star Wars night for May the 4th. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Look who just arrived. It is a miracle. She flew in late. It's not like we spent 2 days here and had a nice hotel or anything like that, but she is finally here. AMV, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And may the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. Oh, and I made you some blue milk. You have blue milk. You got it?
Yes, of course you provide.
So,
wait. Don't forget the green milk.
Green milk. Okay, before we start this, I got to talk about this little topic that I want to do, and I've been waiting all day to do this when you get here. So, we know about this because I posted it all over social media. I was looking for it. The Star Wars blue milk hits the grocery shelves, and Food Wine magazine says Star Wars iconic blue milk hits the store shelves, and the 1% low-fat milk has blue food coloring and a cult classic among Star Wars fans. The blue milk will put out to celebrate, Star Wars Day, May 4th, right? This is from True Moo. Now, since I got here in Anaheim, I stopped at a convenience store that's located when you walk from the hotel to Disneyland. I found True Moo milk there, and they said they sold out of the blue milk. Now, we live in the Bay Area, San Francisco, San Jose area, all those. I sent everyone I knew out, all my friends, my brother, to get blue milk, and there was none whatsoever. And the only way was to order it online, right?
Yeah, but you can't get dairy.
I didn't care about that. I just wanted to pour out the milk and keep the carton itself.
Even if it was all moldy inside?
No, I'd rinse it out and just keep it because it has Darth Vader fighting Luke Skywalker. Well, anyway, I broke the golden rule, and I had green milk this morning when I got to Disneyland. I was in Galaxy's Edge walking around before we started all this, and on stage, one of the Imperial guys is making fun of me because I was drinking green milk, and he goes, "Do you know what's in there?" I said, "No, I'm colorblind." He goes, "So you have no idea what kind of milk you're drinking right now?" And I go, "No." He goes, "You're drinking the green one, and that comes to the wrong side of the animal."
The wrong side
of the animal. So he's trying.
Thank God you didn't give me any green milk. But I'm glad there's an option. So thank you, Disney, for thinking about the green milk.
He says we're drinking piss. All right. So here tonight, there is a lot of stuff going on. This is what's amazing. Okay. This is going to be so cool. We got the lightsaber meetup. That's with Rey. If you've seen this on social media or on YouTube or anything like that, they have a little act that goes, and there's about 2,000 or 3,000 individuals that come at different times. We got 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., and Rey has you fight, and there's a big battle scene going around the Millennium Falcon, and then she has everybody light up the lightsabers like crazy. I'm going to see if I can get any audio over there. It's really hard to get in there. It's a little later on.
But wait, before I arrive, wasn't there a lot of stuff? Like, aren't you going to tell people, like, getting the badges, the merchandise at Star Arcade?
I didn't really do the merch this year. I didn't.
I could have swore I saw an R2-D2 C-3PO t-shirt.
No, I didn't buy that. I didn't buy any of that.
I understand, but they look cool.
Listen. They had the merchandise. It's just this year, nothing
and
really.
Pins and medals.
All sold out. All sold out.
I know there's a huge line. I heard.
No, there wasn't no big line this year. No, they had it all.
Well, I think it was probably no big line once it was sold out.
It was so organized that where the where you get off of Hyperspace Mountain, which it's called now, when you get off there is the entrance to where it goes. They have people walk in. The lines weren't that long this year. I mean, they weren't.
I thought they have. I thought some people told me that there was some tape.
No, there was tape on the floor. But the thing is, remember, we've got Star Wars nights. This is what do we have it? I'm going to look at the dates exactly.
Oh, I could tell you the dates.
How many different days are there?
Okay, county, and thank you, Disneyland, for having so many. April 16th, April 18th, April 23rd, April 25th, April 30th, May 2nd, and you still have time, maybe, May 7th and May 9th, depending when you do that, and at 169.
And they have in June, too.
I didn't see that.
Oh, they added more in June. It's so packed.
Ooh.
See, they did it one night on close to May 4th, and it was so packed. So now it's just evenly out. But and there's a lot of stuff to do. Plus, tonight, the DJ down Main Street will have it again. Go get that stuff.
That was so fun.
Yes. Lightsaber instructional at Fantasyland. March of the First Order, which we had some people complained about a little bit. There weren't enough soldiers. This year, they took care of it, and it's to see a full arsenal of people coming through.
Well, let's get going.
Choose your path. There's another thing. You either choose the dark side or the light side. I did this for a little bit, but I lost interest because I was so intrigued by doing other stuff. You go online with your phone, click the app, and you pick what side you want to go on, and you start picking things you do at the park. In between, Fans of the Force costume cavalcade. It's a big, everyone who's dressed up, there's a costume contest this year.
Now, how many photo op opportunities are there? Like, Every year got a little bit more. How
lot
many
of costumes.
this year?
Oh, there are a lot in. Loud.
Not costume, but Star Wars themed photo opportunities.
Even more than there were last year.
Places and faces. Okay.
Oh, even more.
So you're looking right. So you're looking at the brochure, getting ready to plan out our night as we hustle and find amazing things.
Because we're about to be escorted onto right now. We're going to take everything with us onto Star Tours. So we're about just walking up the walkway, Star Tours right now. Also, don't forget the Cantina Band is going to be on Rivers of America. They're going to.
So they're not going to be up on stage of
the Woody's Roundup where the Woody food.
Yeah, with the bar and stuff.
So where you watch Fantasia and all that stuff, there's going to be a boat that comes across there.
Oh my God! Can we hurry up so we can see that?
Well, that's at 9:15, 10:15, 11:15, 12:15.
That was such a crowd last year.
What else we got coming up? And then I want to explore the food. I've already eaten some food so far.
Did you have the donut one with the hamburger inside?
I had the Alderaan food. It was so good. Tasted like something I get from 60th and Mission with chorizo on it.
Oh.
But it was so good. It was so... I mean... And
shouldn't they have all their food like that then?
Sometimes some people were complaining because they were hungry and they wanted to get other food that wasn't there when I was in line getting food.
That was like just like basic food.
Yeah, they wanted...
Well, then you don't go... Right, so that's okay.
So now we're going to hear your complaints because... you didn't say anything about my popcorn bucket of my Jabba the Hutt. This is the big thing they're selling this year, the Jabba the Hutt. You don't like it, do you?
Your son really likes it. He thought it was great to look at a blob.
We're getting our glasses. We got to go in. Let's start the ride. We'll come back. We're going to do Star Tours. And then we'll come back. And then after this, we're going to do Hyperspace Mountain really fast. Quick ride on that. Come off. And then they're going to walk us over to get back into Galaxy's Edge because we got the Millennium Falcon ride to get onto. So we're going to be walking down there. Okay, so hold on, guys. We're right back. We are live from Disneyland for May the 4th be with you. Disney After Dark celebrating Star Wars night. And remember, if you want to come, this ticket's still available. You just go to Disney.com. Tonight's sold out. You can't come to it, but they'll have it running through June if you want to check out more shows of this. Let's head over there.
1401, you are cleared for departure. Initiate takeoff sequence.
What? Auto takeoff sequence initiated. R2-D2, what's going on here? We are not ready for takeoff. The captain isn't on board yet. You never could find this thing. No, neither can you. We need a proper pilot.
Attention, all transport calls for security clearance.
The stormtroopers. The activated vessel.
Hold it right there, Captain.
I'm not actually the captain.
We're looking for this rebel spy. Have you seen them?
No one on this transport could possibly be up.
What is this we are looking for? Blast them!
Hang on, everyone! Ruffian! We have shown him! Stand upon this! Which gives us twice the power! Get out of here! What transmission?
Star Tours. I've been looking for you.
Ahsoka, greetings.
3PO. R2. You're traveling with a friend of mine that has vital information for the rebellion.
A spy? I knew it.
Head to the rendezvous point I'm sending you. Good luck, Star Tours. And may the Force be with you.
Just a moment, Arthur. Let us consider this.
We are going to be talking to you guys in a few minutes. Let's get on to Hyperspace Mountain. So the thing I got to say about Hyperspace Mountain is I'm so impressed with the ride. Years before, they would just shoot a projection. This year, they actually put, and if you watch the ride as we're going through, there's canvases around. We're going in through a new tube, and the canvases are set up that the projector is from the opposite side shooting instead of shooting it. So what we're doing is when we're going down the track, you see the TIE fighters actually chasing after us, bigger. And I asked earlier some of my friends at Disney, Dave, thank you, I'm listening. The HD quality was upgraded even more. They said this is just the beginning of it because they're going to try to add more and more every year because the Star Wars night is just, that's why they're doing so many days. It's getting bigger, bigger, and bigger and bigger. The soundtrack was upgraded too. New sounds, new themes. Everything that I heard from last year's gone. So that made me a little sad because it kind of worked on last year's, but it's all new stuff.
Look, he's like, where's my credit? The Hyperspace Mountain, always amazing. And if you're not a ride person, some characters you can take pictures of tonight. Jawas and R5-D4 in Adventureland, Ewoks at Critter Country, BB-8 in Frontierland, and Queen Amidala in Fantasyland.
Little warning to you guys. Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia for the pictures.
Right.
They don't show up all the time. Sometimes they're there and sometimes they're not.
And I heard some people I passed by, they wait like 2 hours for the real popular ones.
And here's the thing. It's tonight they fixed it up so your longest wait will be 30 minutes to get a picture now. They cut it off and they set up queues that you come back to take your pictures. So everything they did last year that people had problems with, they're getting better by year. So thank you, Disney, for this. The queue line for the pictures. I mean, I got to tell you, I had a picture of Jabba the Hutt, Han Solo and Carbonite, R2-D2, C-3PO, Ahsoka, Chewbacca, Darth Vader, Darth Maul, the Emperor, and I did all this within an hour. That's how fast the queues were to get through everything like that.
Amazing.
But I didn't have time to go over to so far to the Ewok land because it's so busy to get up there, and I still got to do stuff. I still have to go to the front because the front is the light side and the dark side, and we'll get back to that.
I know. I still don't understand.
Let's get on to the Millennium Falcon right now.
Oh, I want to talk about food again.
We'll start walking into the Millennium Falcon, and then give me a few seconds, and then we'll start talking about it. We're right back. This is Star Wars night, Disneyland for May the 4th. And remember, tickets are still available. You want to get them? They're running to June if you want to check this out. And these nights are not just Star Wars night. They got Halloween night. They got all these different nights. It runs a little more, and they shut down the park at 8 o'clock for everybody else. But it tell you, sometimes these things are well worth a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right, let's get the Millennium Falcon.
Woohoo!
So we're in the queue right now getting ready for the Millennium Falcon. So real fast, I want to tell you something. You can get $1,000. I'm telling you this. United Press International says Finance Buzz is seeking someone who has never watched Star Wars movies. They want to pay them $1,000 to view all 9 films. The new employee will watch movies in release order and provide an outsider's perspective of the saga. People can apply for the job until Star Wars Day on May 4th. So it's
Send
close.
it over to Andre.
It's done. You can't do it anymore.
Oh, why would you give a tease?
Well, sorry, just let you guys know it's over already.
Yeah, what a tease you
and
are.
then Ryan Reynolds is in the news again. Not only is he getting ready for his Deadpool.
Talking about a tease.
His Deadpool and Hugh Jackman. He was recently talking to Variety magazine. He was doing an extra on Extra. He was doing all the things tying just like, oh my God, promoting his new Deadpool movie. And he said,
don't forget about Mint Mobile.
He said it would be, he sold it. It's gone.
All of a sudden?
Yeah, he sold it. He sold it for something millions and millions of dollars. It went to T-Mobile, I believe. Mint Mobile went to T-Mobile. But he told that it would be a hard time turning down a role in Star Wars. Then he said again, it would be a hard turn down to sell a role in Star Wars really loud. Star Wars is a hard thing to say no to, but honestly, I'm not making this up. This is not something I've ever thought of, but I want to do it. So I guess he's trying to get the point across to Disney that he wants to do a Star Wars movie.
Get your bucket list ready. Get your bucket list ready.
All right, I guess it's time to go in. We're going to sit down, do the Star Wars Smuggler's Run, and then we come back out. Let's talk about food right before we start settling down, because we're going to go ahead back to the front of where we are in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
All right,
and if you don't get enough Mint Mobile for Ryan, Aviation Gin, he owns that too.
Let's get those seatbelts on.
Plus a soccer team.
Hurry now, time is money. Repair next. Hit your flashing button. Better be faster when we get to green trouble. Right, pilot. Push the flashing button to take off. Pilot on the left. Move your stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right. Pull back on the stick to fly out. Pull forward to fly out. Weapons are on right.
I'm going up as I can go.
Left pilot. Up. Let's go with that actuation. Right pilot. Make the jump to light speed.
Light speed.
So after that, I got to say, the lady that was to my right driving the Millennium Falcon, she was horrible. All she had to do was go up and down, up and down. And the guy explained to her that up is down and down is up. And I did side to side, and she kept crashing us. Jesus. All right. Tastes from around the galaxy. You want to tell us about
by the way, that was not me.
What did you want to tell us about the tastes from around the galaxy? Anything?
Let me finish eating. Okay.
I can tell you the specialty snacks. We got cookies and cream stuffed churro. Oh, my God. The Endor Forest churro. The green lightsaber churro. Gibson Grill ice cream parlor, the Galactic Princess Sundae, Glasses macaron, and Pandon croissant, the Jolly Holiday Baker Cafe. You never ate one of those?
No.
I gave you a Jabba the Hutt cookie. You didn't like that?
No, I'm talking about the Dagbath Swamp Water Wookie Whoopie Pie, Duel of the Sliders. So sorry. Dark Nebula Salsa Verde fries, blue noodled salad, creamy pea pasta, Wookie Whoopie pie, passion fruit lemonade. That's not Star Wars like. Batu Sea Harvest, blue milk with rum. Why didn't I get blue milk with rum, dear? Caramel filled eclair. Tatooine. Oh, and look, this cute little Grogu dessert. Where is that? Oh, but look at Princess Leia. I thought they were taking away the old Star Wars.
Okay, old Star Wars is going to be in Tomorrowland. The new Star Wars, Galaxy's Edge. This is how it is.
Okay, that's how it is. So that's why they're offering both. Okay,
yes,
that's
good.
That's good.
But once it goes back,
with the old, go with the new.
But once it goes back to the original day, then it's all new stuff again.
Got it. Okay, so just for the hardcore fans.
I have to say that I got to see The Mandalorian. Didn't get a picture with him because he was going into the back. He took a picture. He stopped. He goes, "It's what's his name? The actor's voice. It's so cool to hear him say it."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Hold on, come here, little one." And he did his voice. He goes, and he kneeled down because a little kid wanted to see him, and he was about to go in the back. And he goes, "You can pet Grogu." And Grogu lifts up his hand, has his eyes moving in his little pouch there.
It's great.
Freaking amazing how well they've done it. The other things that we got there were the droids that walked around. They shut them down because there's just too many people. They have droids that walk around there now.
No, but that's the thing they're going to do regular, right? It's have droids all over. I mean, wasn't they trying to do that with Spider-Man?
They're trying to do that with Spider-Man, but it's just too many people walking around. They're afraid they're going to kick over the droids or ruin them.
Yeah, but it's cool seeing all the droids. I mean, like you said, bigger numbers, right? So in Tomorrowland, they're marching down, but they're a little bit closer. I mean, they did that last year, but I think just the crowd is just so excited and the energy. I think the beauty about these events are just everyone there in celebration of one thing, not a million things.
Yeah. All right, let's go set up right now. We got to go up to the walkway. Let's go check out the march of the troopers. So that Captain Faz is in charge. So let's hear that, and then I'm going to come back. We're going to wrap up stuff here because it's still early, and we got a lot of time to do some stuff. I have to go do my What's Up This Weekend from someplace to have that air ASAP.
Yeah.
And then I also have, let's see what we're going to do next, what rides we can go on.
Well, the lightsaber ceremony, we got to do that. We got some boogieing time. And then
let me tell you something. You really got to plan stuff when you come here. And
yes, you do.
Because
there's so much.
You drop one place, you other place.
You have to prioritize what you really want to do. What is your mini big bucket list?
My pictures. I wanted my pictures.
You want your picture. So you would wait in the 2-hour line.
Again, like I said, the line I got before you got here, I got everything I needed. I got all...
Notice he didn't wait for me.
30 minutes I got it. 30 minutes I got everything I wanted.
Because you know why? Because they got the merch, you got the photos. That's what I'm saying.
No, I did
you
that.
You just have to prioritize.
I eventually went where the merchandise is, and they had everything there.
But what the nice thing is,
the
more
only thing
organized. Just remember...
Hold on, it's right here.
You mean you bought something for me?
If you want a mug,
you bought something for yourself.
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
You say you don't like merchandise.
That's how it goes. So you saw.
She's wearing a Star Trek shirt right now. She's wearing a Star Trek shirt. I'm looking at her shoes. They're Spider-Man.
No, Star Trek is
hold on, I'm not done yet.
buddy.
And the hat she's wearing. You ready for this? Battlestar Galactica. I don't understand how that has anything to do with Star Wars.
Starbuck, baby.
Star Wars Night. All right, we'll come right back. Let's listen to the march of the troopers.
Hi, this is Billy West, and you're listening to Your Nerd Side with Fonseca, otherwise known as the Fonz. Hey!
So we're celebrating Star Wars Night. I got a front row view of Canton, Phasma, and the 501st right here at the edge. They put me over here. This is awesome. Look at this. Oh, my God. I told you there are more troopers this year. Remember I told you?
No, and the energy, I mean, the guns up. They weren't shooting at us.
I was so impressed how they set it up this year because they had them walk down from where it used to be the carousel tomorrow. They walk down. We're planted right in front of there. We're sitting right in front of the carousel. As they're walking down, and they walk in front of us, and they talk to us. As they went out, they did a zigzag through the crowd because they roped off everything, so it was easier to walk through the crowd.
No, it was great. I mean, people got really close to them. They didn't wear that close last year, so that's fantastico.
Organization, that is the whole thing, and every year they're getting better and better and better. So I want to go. I got my popcorn bucket.
But isn't there some more rides or shows or entertainment?
Yes, we're going back on Star Tours. Because so far, and if you guys didn't know this, on Star Tours, they only have 2 of them on right now. The first one is Ahsoka, and she's fighting with us. And the whales from the Ahsoka TV series, which she rides on, is on it. The second one is the Mandalorian's on with us. And he talks to us and says, this is the way with Grogu.
This is the way.
So that's a cool thing. So I'm going to try to go on there as many times as we want to. And I hope you join me because I want to see how many different versions of this thing I'm going to see. We're going to see for it. And then we still got, I want to go see if I can get some pictures down Main Street. And we got the dance party to still go to. So we got a lot of stuff here. Hey, thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening to everything from Disneyland. Thank you, Disneyland, for everything. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Amazon, my sponsor. Also, I want to thank you so much to Best Buy. We're not in the Best Buy studios. We appreciate you going on the road with us, all right? As always, if you need anything for us, make sure to subscribe if you're listening to the show for the first time. If you want to find out more, always go to our website. It's yournerdside.com, and make sure to follow us on social media at yournerdside. Anything you want to add?
Oh my God, subscribe, and may the 4th be with you, and don't choose the dark side.
Or you can do the dark side. I mean, I like Darth Vader. I think he's...
But you didn't even choose the path. And by the way, you can find out more about the artists for designs too. So don't forget, you're going to get a lot of great information that night too. May the 4th be with you guys. Enjoy.